MG, taking it for a tailspin. This is Heavy Chevy and I. And it seems to be running well. Dancing around. Needs new tires, shaking a little bit. There's some of my kinfolk. This could be violent. We got a Porsche Cayenne S in front of us. And we're gonna eat him up. Oh, we gotta slow down, wait on him. Where are you going? You got to go to kickboxing class again?
Yeah.
Watch it now. Alright, we took it for a ride, maybe 10 miles. It certainly runs a little better after it has been driven. I think I'm going to jack it up and look things over. It still stinks. My gosh, it stinks. Might be a mouse nest up on top of a transmission or something. I'm going to jack it up. Look it over and maybe change the oil. Maybe. The little miss has so graciously joined me out in the shop. She's gonna help me bleed the brakes. Yay. You think you can pull it off?
Yeah.
Okay. They've already been bled, but we're just gonna give it a little extra, make sure bleeding. If that makes sense. Alright, she helped me bleed the brakes, but couldn't hang around long since she was cooking supper. So since she's cooking supper, I let her go back down to the house. I drained the oil out. That's what I drained out. It was clean. I drove it 10 miles and it ain't clean no more. So now that the genius stuck his finger in the oil and needs to turn his camera off, I'm gonna fill it up with oil. Here's one thing I ain't too proud of about this car. The dipstick for the gearbox is way the heck back in there. Under that piece of carpet. And a little rubber plug. I need hands half of the size of mine to get in there. Luckily, it didn't need any oil. We almost had to put the little man to work in there. I think I just figured out the stereo system as I was crawling around hunting a dipstick for the transmission. I found these wires and a speaker in the trunk. So I think all I got to do is hitch them together, marry them together. Did you catch that little bit of humor there?
Yeah.
Okay, good. And the radio may work. It's got the high output single speaker system, 1 6x9. Kenwood, nothing but the finest.
That's good.
For an MGB. I'll be. We'll see. Once again, buddy, I was right. once again.
Once again.
I hooked up those there wires and turned the radio on, and it works. I can't prove it because, you know, I'll get slapped on the hand by YouTube for broadcasting music that ain't mine. And I don't have any of my own music or a radio station to broadcast it. So I guess we'll just have to take my word for it, huh?
I guess so.
It's hard to believe, but this little fella right here is full of stories. Talks my ear off. Turn the camera on. Mum's the word. Alright, let's see if this junk will run. It will. Let me go find my eyeglasses so I can see where I'm driving, and we'll just take it for a ride. What do you say? Is that a good idea?
Yeah.
Okay. Hey man, will you turn the dome light on? What?
What's that?
The dome light, you know, the light on the roof.
Well, you ain't got one.
You're so smart. Alright, let's take it for a nighttime ride. I see we don't have any dash lights. Well, let's see what happens. Well, we do have some dash lights, but not hardly so you'd notice. Anyway, let's drive it. Alright, the little man and I took a pretty good tour. The top of my head's cold. How about yours?
Yeah.
And it seemed to run good. So I'm gonna shut her down here and check the fluids one more time. The man who owns it is itching to take it for a ride. I think I'm gonna give it my blessing. What do you think?